You know, I went to go record the Ultimate Universe mode, and then the first fucking thing that my PC did was full freeze on launch. This is a great omen for today's episode of Universe mode. Let's hope the rest of it isn't like it. Bitch, you see... What the fuck? This is a weird episode of Superstars. It's like, this should be the main event. What? What? Whatever. It's not like I'm a fucking stranger to random bullshit. Speaking of random bullshit, where are Cena's textures? At least I know that those two glitches are like independent, and that whenever that happens, it's different from like the texture shit on the shoulder. We welcome you live to Thursday Night Superstars, and yes, the Druid. Opening the show, we saw him on the main event of Raw, and he teamed with Cena against Edge with Lex Luger, but now he's fighting tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
It's been a minute since I've done that. Holy shit. I just hope that didn't change the outcome of Superstars. It changed the outcome of Superstars. I rolled a different Superstars outside of the second match. What the fuck? I think we just split the timeline here. Is this like the first great what if? What if this episode of Superstars had different matches? I don't think it fucking matters. And the Druid has entered Superstars. We saw him last night teaming with John Cena and Lex Luger against Edge. And tonight he opens Superstars. The Superstars general manager said that he wants to keep this rare Druid win going. See if he can defeat some other stars. Ignore the fact that he didn't get the fucking pin or anything. No, yeah, it was all Druid. It was all Druid. It was the only person that mattered was Druid McDruidson. That guy. The guy whose eyes you can't even fucking see. And then there's his opponent, Mr. Neutralist himself, Justin Gabriel, which you think he wouldn't be neutralist considering that he doesn't have the Nexus on his armband anymore, but I guess he just wears the armband because it's part of his attire and it's what he knows. Who knows? Maybe he'll fucking bring it back one day. Who knows? And now this match is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Not that it matters. Justin Gabriel, I immediately tried to do a grapple with the A button instead of the fucking right stick. I am so good at my job. And Druid immediately sending Justin Gabriel to the outside. But I don't think this matters too much for Justin Gabriel because he's getting cocky. And he kicks, but Druid takes him off the apron. This guy just doesn't know what he's doing. Druid picking him up. Wait. Druid, no, Druid's still in this one. Druid is actually trying to get a win streak going, keeping this alive. And remember, these two could be out here. And I think Justin just now realized that that means he can also go grab a chair and smack him with it. And that's exactly what he's gonna do, the bastard. Oh, but the beauty shot, I guess. I don't fucking know I don't remember what the actual name for it is. Well, Justin keeps using that chair on the Druid and a kick straight to the Druid's face. And the history between these two doesn't fucking exist because Druid is just Druid, man. He's an enigma. He was one of Undertaker's Druids that went rogue. I guess he's learning how bad it is to be a wrestler without really a personality, considering that he's wearing a fucking white robe. Justin Gabriel picking up the Druid. What the hell is this? Slam straight to the ground. Now Druid going up top. What's he gonna do? That's a 450 splash! And that's gotta be the end of the match for Druid. 1, 2, there we go. Druid has been dispatched by Justin Gabriel. And realistically, I don't think anyone should have expected another result, but if you did, I'm sorry, I suppose. I made Druid and Justin Gabriel enemies, not that it matters. That wasn't there before. Did that seriously move Batista above The Miz? And up next, we have some increasingly common mixed tag match action. With us is CM Punk again wearing the mask because he thinks that this match is above him, despite the fact that he's facing Triple fucking H? Yeah, I thought that was weird too. CM Punk wearing a mask just because it's Superstar. If I had to guess, this being a Fidelity FX Super Resolution was actually one of the reasons why the game wasn't crashing. But I want to get this on video just because it's a little important if that's the case. This is what happens when I turn it on now. What? And it just fixed itself? Really? Did it actually just fix itself? Are you fucking... I'm so fucking done with this fucking program, dude. I spent fucking an hour and a half trying to diagnose what the goddamn problem was with that, and it just fucking works now. This is actually the most pissed off I've been about a single crash in a minute. I don't remember being this pissed off about that kind of a thing since fucking Ted DiBiase. Alright? No, wait, that wasn't a crash. That was me being stupid. Do you care? Do you care? You get the idea, Holmes. You get the idea. We welcome you back live to Thursday Night Superstars with CM Punk still wearing...
The following contest is a mixed Tag team.
How did I do that twice, dude? Welcome to Beautiful Mistakes. The goddamn video, I guess. My god. There's like 3 fucking Maroon 5 references I've made in 2 videos. When will I be stopped? When will Seed be stopped from making content? Hint, the answer is fucking never. Because if I stop, I'm a bitch. And if I continue, I will probably make it. Right? I've been waiting years to do this shit. So if I give up now, I'm kind of a fucking ass. Gotta make an ass out of myself, so I'm not gonna. It's that simple. If it makes you look like an ass, just don't do it. Almost did the same thing again. At least this makes the video ever so slightly shorter in terms of editing. We welcome you back to Superstars for some mixed tag action for the 3rd time. And CM Punk is wearing that goddamn ass because Superstars is too big for me. Isn't this guy gonna go face? No, that's Triple H. He's like the #2 contender for the WWE Championship. And he's fucking, not only is he on Superstars, he's wearing a mask because he thinks Superstars is too good for him. Anyone could show up on Superstars, man. You're not the only person that shows up on Superstars unlegitimately. Triple H is fighting you tonight. You can't say that's too good for you when Triple H is right there. But CM Punk's tag partner is probably the only person in the Raw women's locker room that would actually team with him, the Divas champion, Michelle McCool. And of course, this bitch only has 2 challengers to defend the title for. And we haven't made a trade in a while, so there's literally nobody that could ever challenge for the title, which sucks because I really want to have Michelle fight someone interesting for the title. Beth Phoenix, Natalya, Gail Kim, all good options. Mickie James, but no, they're all on SmackDown. And instead, we have the Bella Twins. SmackDown General Manager, I am pleading with you. Make a trade to Raw. Engage in friendliness for just 1 second. But tonight on Superstars, you get a rare appearance of the Game. And I guess Nikki Bella too. Nikki Bella might be the reason that Trips loses this match, honestly. I wouldn't be the most shocked person in the world if that was the case. But hey, Triple H, the Game, in just a few short days, he will go on to face Edge at the Bash. I wish him the best of luck on that, because to be completely honest, I'm not quite sure if he can get the job done. I think he can, but this is Edge we're talking about here. He beat Ray for the title, and then he beat Triple H at Extreme Rules. And then there's Triple H's tag team partner, Nikki Bella, the girl that wears red flip-flops. Are you fucking serious? I just realized, why are you wearing red flip-flops? I mean, I did say I made everything red, so that's everything. Not the button, though. And immediate tagging. Triple H just isn't tagging in his partner. Triple H is finally caught on. Immediately gets his ass rammed for that. That sounds really bad out of context. It sounds bad in context too. But Michelle McCool has started this match probably because CM Punk just doesn't want to fight Trips. Save your breath kind of a thing. Oh wait, Nikki Bella finally actually doing something to Michelle McCool, even if it was just for a second, as she's already back on her feet and ready to go again. I also lied. Nikki Bella's actually getting in some offense on her and rolling out of harm's way. And now she's too distracted and getting into it that she's gonna get hit by a massive Nope, neck breaker by Nikki Bella. Surprisingly even match by these 2 women. Has Nikki, oh my god, Nikki might have actually learned. Oh, nope, hey, she's getting cocky. Hold on, this could be bad. And then he's going after CM Punk, and you just got hit by a girl while you weren't paying attention. Punk, how's it feel? To be fair, Punk actually can't do anything about that, because if he hits a woman, he's disqualified. But if a woman hits a man, it's not. And even retaliation hits can't. So that's kind of weird. Maybe one day we'll have women fighting men and men fighting women. I personally think that certain people in this industry will be willing to do it. But Michelle McCool with a nice dive. And now Michelle McCool setting Nikki Bella up. Ref is kind of in the way, but it's fine because she still hits the spear. And then there's a nice power bomb by Michelle McCool, but Nikki Bella just DDTs it. Shell rolls out of the ring. Triple H tries to intercept, but instead, a power bomb. Nope. Shell just has to stop. Another escape of the ring. And now CM Punk actually has to do his goddamn job of being a wrestler. Oh my god, it's so scary. Oh, knee! Knee! Too many knees! We go for a 3rd knee? Nope. And another knee! It's knee central out here. Triple H trying to end this match. Michelle McCool breaks up the pin. CM Punk is not doing very well in this matchup. I think he just wasn't ready. He was expecting Michelle McCool to be able to beat Nikki Bella, but Nikki Bella is actually on her A game tonight. Wait a minute, Triple H hit Michelle McCool, which means that CM Punk and Michelle McCool win by DQ. I did not even set that up to happen. That is legitimately what happened there. Man, that could have been a really good match. Triple H even got moved down a spot for hitting a woman. Base. How is Shawn above Tripp still? What a main event. What a main event of Superstars. And in our main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin is gonna fight Vance Archer. Oh, Austin, you should probably get that checked out. That doesn't look very good at the top of your head, man. It's not pretty to look at. I think a bit of your brain is showing. But then there's his opponent, Vance Archer. And after his breakup with Chris Jericho, he's kind of fallen off just a little bit. It appears that tonight, it looks like he's trying to regain some of his legitimacy by attacking one of the toughest sons of bitches in the business. Now just telling him to eat his elbow. Vance doing his sig, but it's not enough. Stone Cold hits back with a hip breaker. Vance Archer and Stone Cold Steve Austin have had no matches, and they've both been pretty much on Superstars the entire time outside of a few key matches. For Vance Archer, I think Austin was on SmackDown once or twice, I don't know. But either way, both of these Superstars are looking to get out of the shadow of Superstars, and well, the best way to do it is just to simply fight each other. And so that's what the Superstars general manager did. Clothesline misses, chop misses, clothesline hits. Very simple combination, but it's effective at getting people invested in a series. So is reversals. Seriously, with every missed move, you can argue who would have won, Austin or Vance, ignoring the fact that you know who these people are already and you know their track records. And Vance is looking worse for wear than he really should be right now. It's not even been that long into the match. How's Vance already suffering from success? Yeah, we know, dude. Shut up. You've said it about 1,000 times. I guess this is the bad part of not having other audio sources when you're doing a match. The commentators distract you from all the reused crowd noises, and Vance Archer lifts up Austin, but Austin once again says no. And Austin with the world-famous suplex, because everyone uses it, not because it's his or anything. And Aluthe says, nope. Shout out to my boy Vance Archer for that. Okay. And getting punched, then getting shoved off, and then okay. And then getting Luthez pressed. It took a few attempts, but Austin managed to get it. And that's a Stone Cold Stunner thus off the Vance Archer. And that's about the end of this one. 1 and 2, and Superstars is over. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Vance Archer in delectable fashion. And even with the head injury, Stone Cold Steve Austin manages to beat Vance Archer. Not that that was anything that was like expected for Vance to do. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vance Archer are now enemies, though. Vance Archer, despite losing, is now in the top 10 for the world title. To be fair, top 10 includes Evan Bourne, Primo, and Zack Ryder, and Kofi Kingston. Hey, we were supposed to see Finlay on this card, weren't we? This exact match was supposed to be on Superstars. And then an Iron Man match. Oh, no. We welcome you live to Friday Night SmackDown for Virginia Beach, and the Intercontinental Champion, Zack Ryder, is going to get his warm-up match for the Bash in 2 short days. And Zack Ryder, of course, is a man of relative honor. I mean, he's more honorable than some of the people in this locker room, that's for damn sure, but Zack Ryder is 1,000% gonna beat Finlay. What the hell is Finlay gonna do to Zack Ryder that can make him do such a thing? And then there's his opponent, as we talked about, Finlay, and if you wait a minute, Finlay's running down. He's gonna attack Zack Ryder. He's trying to get a shot at the IC title. It's a little late for that for the Bash, but maybe you could get it at Night of Champions. If you're lucky, because most people don't get title shots by just attacking the champion outright. You're gonna have to do a little bit more than that. You gotta prove yourself, and wait a minute, Finlay is just taking his legs. A sideways figure 4 leg lock. I think it's a figure 4 leg lock. Picking him up. Finlay, wait a minute, he's actually got him on his back. Holy shit, are we gonna see Finlay beat Zack Ryder? No way! Wait a minute, Finlay going for more and more, getting greedy, doing multiple flipping moves. And now pointing in the air, and now going for a 3rd flip. What is this guy on? But Zack is up. Zack's up, but he's immediately back down. Clothesline, and Zack Ryder is back in this one. He had time to think. He had time to give it his all. But instead, Finlay decided to try and show off against Zack Ryder, show that he can still go. And that might just be what ends up costing him this stupid match. And honestly, if that ends up costing Finlay the match, that is ultimately a very disappointing way for Finlay to lose any potential title shot against Zack Ryder. It would have been a great comeback story if he could, after all these years, still become an Intercontinental Champion. It would have been great. But Finlay can just never, ever seem to do it right, I guess. I mean, without Hornswoggle and his recent disappearance, does Finlay have anything left, I guess is the question I'm asking tonight, because the answer for some could very well be no. Zack Ryder with his interesting kip up yet again, maybe showing off because he thinks Finlay is trying to show off. Is this just a giant showing off match? Finlay is just, oh my, what a sequence. Now Zack has had enough. He's gonna take him to town. Oh my god, what is going on? These two are actually having a brilliant match. I didn't think Finlay and Zack Ryder would be match of the year candidate. Flying him down. Zack Ryder is gonna have to pull out all the stops to ensure that he can beat Finlay. Of all people, Finlay! This is Finlay we're talking about here. How is Zack Ryder losing to fucking Finlay? Is he gonna be able to defeat in just 2 days? Because Finlay is actually giving him a pretty good run for his money. Like, I know it feels like the Attitude Era with the IC title a little bit. I mean, it's changed both of the pay-per-views so far, but I feel like Zack can't hold on to this thing. I don't think it's possible after this. He's weak, unspecialized even. Now Finlay going up top too, and that is a missed elbow drop. And Zack Ryder hitting him with that reverse I don't know what to call that. Reverse STO, maybe? And now it's time for the Zack attack. And Zack Ryder has defeated Finlay? Okay, he's defeated Finlay, but that did not go very well for Zack Ryder. It just didn't. Most disappointed I've been an Intercontinental Champion since R-Truth. Damn, shout out to Finlay though. That guy put up one hell of a fight. I did not expect that from Finlay of all people. Just started going off. They're rivals? Finlay's not even, okay. Anyways, up next is a triple threat match for the IC title. Friday Night SmackDown continues with a triple threat match for the Intercontinental #1 contendership, and Ted DiBiase, one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions, is coming out here tonight with a little bit of a skin infection. We'll have to see how that goes. But Ted DiBiase still Unified Tag Champs with Primo, but we haven't seen Primo in a minute. Tonight, he's actually gonna fight Ted and Vance in this triple threat. This isn't for the IC title, and Ted lost his date with World Heavyweight Champion The Undertaker due to a disqualification and a match restart. Not necessarily in that order. Will Ted try his damnedest, or will he let Primo get a shot at Zack Ryder next? I guess only time will tell. Because Primo is also one half of the Unified Tag Champs. So he's gonna come out the exact same, but I still gotta talk over him because he's important. The Puerto Rican Pridefuls may implode tonight. There is a good chance that this relationship will never be the same. One of them could get jealous, and then it's all over. But either way, unless Vance Archer wins this match, one of these two will have a jealousy forming inside them. But Vance Archer, the wild card here. Vance could ruin the Puerto Rican Pridefuls' plans to win the IC title back. Or they could just straight up stay champs, and then it doesn't really matter. I mean, Vance lost to Austin last night, so maybe. And now apparently this match is also being turned into a Falls Count Anywhere match. There's a lot of Falls Count Anywhere changes in the rule book for these general managers, but Primo still goes after Vance, and Ted immediately goes after Primo. Now trying to show off. Primo trying to just go after Vance. Maybe trying to avoid the danger. Trying to work with Ted DiBiase. And so far it looks very successful. But Primo immediately, once he starts swinging, betrays. But now Primo is being teamed up on. It's every man for himself. I thought these two were going to try and team up or something. As a power slam, and I think Primo understands that that is just not necessary to break up. It's not going to be that easy for Ted DiBiase to win the match. He knows this. Ted always has to put the work in. It's never a complete and total ass kicking. There's always a little bit of work to be done for Ted DiBiase, and that's why Primo likes him, because at the end of the day, he works hard. Kick straight to the head of Ted DiBiase, and now the Puerto Rican Prideful goes after Vance Archer. A kick straight to the head, but he don't get away with that twice. Ted, I think it's just watching on in despair as Ted, oh wait, hold on. He's a bitch, and I don't think he was expecting that. Primo with a moonsault and a power slam right to Primo. And that's not going to be the end of the match, but it is sure going to be close. I don't know what I was about to say, but it's sure going to be close. He just kicked out of the move. Oh. Hip toss. Over and out. Do I use this as an excuse to advertise my Foo Fighters tier list? Yes, I have a second channel, Seed Extras, Foo Fighter tier list, go on. Now gotta go for a whisper in the wind. Everyone's gonna have to get something done soon. Vance Archer just throwing him all the way across the ring. Now they're both all the way across the ring. Primo could very easily get up and just kick him in the face. Now I think Primo's got a strategy. Wait for the first one to get up, and that's Ted DiBiase. And that's a back stabber straight to Ted, but he gets out of the ring. Double clothesline! Neither one hits. What is going on? Vance goes down, and Primo focuses on Vance. I don't think he wants to pin Ted. I think he wants to leave the idea out there that Ted could have won, but it's still an even matchup all the same. He almost went after Ted. He had to stop himself going up to the top rope, but he goes after Ted anyways to stop him from getting up. Now he goes after Ted again. Other corner. Now he goes after Ted again. But it's not working out. Something about it isn't right. It seems boring according to him. And it's a massive DDT. And now a diving headbutt by Primo. And that's Tyson Kidd? What the fuck? And that's a backstabber to Vance Archer. But the question I have is, what is David Hart Smith looking to do? Primo goes to the cover. He's just gonna ignore the fact that David Hart Smith is even there. And I guess David was after Ted, because Primo gets the win anyways. What the hell? Primo is going to the Bash in just 2 days to fight Zack Ryder. And considering the performance he just had in the last match, there's a very, and I mean very good chance that Primo could beat Zack Ryder. I'm not gonna say it's 100%, but it's definitely 60-40, at least. Primo went above Ted. That was expected at this point. Are they friends? That is the question of the day. They are still friends. That did not ruin their relationship. But it's Beth Phoenix versus Alicia Fox. And in the third match of Friday night's, you know, at least the game isn't crashing and all that, but this is still really fucking annoying. Like, what the fuck is that, man? I don't even know how these glitches happen on our PCS3. They make no sense. How? Is it because it technically applies the coat over the regular clothing? So it's less that you apply a color and more that you just, like, apply paint to it? Actually, yeah, that makes total sense. And then you have Beth Phoenix's opponent, Alicia Fox, the women's champion. And now Beth and Alicia Fox have faced off a few times, and if I were Alicia Fox, I'd be a little afraid of losing my women's title at the Bash, even though it never gets defended. What? And it seems that both of these women got some monochrome pants in the wash because, damn, they both don't have the correct color on their pants. How? And Beth Phoenix now just completely dives Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox trying to fight back, but Beth Phoenix is just too strong for her. Oh, Beth doesn't want Alicia back in the ring just yet. It'll take a miracle for that to happen, and then she ducks away from her move, and now we're back in the ring. Beth was just trying to have some fun and play with her food, but Alicia Fox just had to ruin it by being smart. To be fair, 5 isn't really even the danger number. I would say 7 is when you should get back in the ring, or at least reset the count, because, you know, as long as someone walks back into the ring, it counts as removing the count. I don't know why it's just different for each person. I guess it's because it's better for the ref to keep track of. More simple, but at least some more loopholes, which I don't like loopholes. Twirl World Backbreaker, that's actually Alicia Fox's finisher. Holy shit. That's kind of embarrassing to have your own finisher used on you as a regular move. It's like if Wade Barrett had the Wasteland used on him, but it wasn't like the end of the match. It was just like a normal thing. It's just some guy that used the move. And now, wait a minute, Beth Phoenix taking Alicia Fox and doing this? And she might tap out from that. It does not look like Alicia Fox is gonna last in this. And she taps out. Wait, oh no, she just squirmed out of it. Okay, damn. Guess it wasn't that bad if that happened. Alright, Beth Phoenix is gonna have to keep going. Which isn't really that surprising, but she stayed in it for way longer than I thought she would. So I guess I'll give props to Alicia Fox for being able to withhold the pain and suffering. Alicia Fox reversing the suplex in her favor. I guess we're gonna have to name this episode The Ultimate Universe Mode, but the colors are all fucked up.
My best when I'm at my worst.
And a full Nelson slam. Yeah, that's right. I finally called it a full Nelson slam. This is character development. Holy shit. I'm not saying something intentionally wrong anymore. I'm still gonna go Kylie O'Reilly though, because I think it's funny. Fuck you. It'll become much more annoying in 2K18 when we eventually get to that. Yeah, that's right. The Ultimate Universe mode is actually gonna be the Ultimate Universe mode. It's not a fucking phony title made to get clicks. It's gonna go through every universe mode. It's just gonna take until the heat death of the fucking universe to get there. It's fine. I got the rest of my life ahead of me. We can get there, right? Right. Alicia Fox is surprisingly still holding. I'm not saying that it's successful, but she is still holding her own against Beth Phoenix. Every time that Beth goes for something, Alicia Fox counters it right away. And I immediately lied because she immediately fucked it up for herself. And that's just kind of unfortunate. If I'm gonna be completely honest, and yep, there goes Alicia Fox. But no! Because he just can't go down! It's not like I have a 10-minute Iron Man match ahead of me or anything. Woo! Every time. It's always the suplex. It's never any other move. It's like when you save all of your reversal stats for a fucking 3-finisher reversal set. It feels really good, but the other person just did all that work for literally nothing. Also kind of like reversing a super finisher, if you can do that. Because I think you can in the modern games. They're not in. People have moved out of the way of the punt kick. Thank God. Beth Phoenix has pinned Alicia Fox, and Beth Phoenix has just defeated Alicia Fox in one-on-one combat. No interference, no nothing. Beth Phoenix is the winner fair and square. Now, if only the women's title could be on the Bash. Please. Maurice? A women's feud is developing? No way! I don't really care because it's fucking Maurice. Alright, they're enemies now. And now it's time for a fucking 10-minute Iron Man match. Oh, it's 15 minutes. Fine, I'll leave it at 15. Whatever. It's only 5 more minutes. I got time. And tonight, Chris Jericho and The Big Show get to settle their long-standing feud in a 15-minute Iron Man match. 2 days before the Bash. The SmackDown general manager has just made it to where Taker probably wins automatically because Chris Jericho is gonna get his ass kicked by The Big Show. And then there's his opponent, The Big Show. And of course, this man is gonna beat the shit out of Jericho, right? Do I even have to tell you for a second time? You just know. Look at him. He's 7 feet tall. He's twice the size of Jericho. He's twice the weight of Jericho. And he's got twice the power of Jericho. It's over for him unless he can trap him in submissions for half the match. And Ted DiBiase is ready to watch this all unfold. He's ready to watch Jericho point themselves apart, and we have 15 minutes to just rumble. Knee to the back, throwing him away. That's what Big Show's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Just throwing his competition to the wayside. Remember, this is just a regular match, but with 15 minutes placed into it as well. Every pinfall counts for something. And honestly, these two could just have a normal match for 15 minutes and call it a day. But I think the Big Show is going to want to beat the absolute crack out of Chris Jericho for as long as 15 minutes will allow him to do it, which is usually 15 minutes. We're already 1 minute down in this. The Iron Man stipulation also means that you could pretty much tell every time I cut now, as if you couldn't before. I could just keep time running and then record more segments, but that's dumb. Jericho just keeps getting flung around like a damn racehorse. Chris Jericho, more like Chris Throne. And that's a spear by the Big Show, picking him up by the face, and that could just be the end of the match right there. But instead, Big Show has to hit a massive punch. And that might be the first fall of this match. We're not even 2 minutes in, and the Big Show has already dispatched Jericho for the first time. But he's not even gonna let him get up. He's just gonna keep the beatdown rolling here. And this could just be a match where Big Show and Jericho just go at each other's throats. So it seems like Jericho in this second fall is finally starting to put up with himself and trap him in submissions, exactly like I said. The more you trap him in submissions, the less chance he has to kick your ass and get points. And that is the exact right thing you want to do in this scenario. You want to sit there, you want to beat him down, you want to win. That's all you want to do in a scenario such as this. I didn't think he had the technical know-how to lock someone's arm behind their back, but hey, Big Show is sending Jericho outside. This could be any number of things. I think we're about to see one of them. Low blow by Jericho. What the hell? And now Jericho just sent his leg into the padded floor. It's still padded, but it still hurts, and that's a headbutt straight to Jericho. But wait just a damn minute. Jericho waiting patiently so that he can get suplexed straight into the announce table. Jesus Christ. Count of 7. Jericho gets back in the ring. Fucking Big Show flips himself over trying to get a spear off, and he gets the spear off anyways. Now signaling for the choke slam here. But of course, Jericho doesn't get up, so he has to pick him up himself, and here we go. And that's another punch instead. Okay, kind of dog shit, but whatever. And with another, wait, that's a rope break. Big Show is just making his way out of the ring again. Jericho follows, and again, the chop sends him across the fucking world. Wait a minute, Jericho with a massive power bomb, but wait, right into the steps. God damn. And what the fuck was that? This match is just Jericho does some, wait, the ref is out of the damn ring? What? Spear? And that's another knockout punch, but the ref is out cold. Unfortunate for the Big Show. He's gonna try and punish him even more, but I suppose that he can't. DDT on the chair? Not on the chair. Just barely not on the chair. All you had to do was turn a little bit to the right, Jericho, and you would have had him right there. And Jericho, wait a damn minute. Oh, but he takes the punch out of the chair. Is it a no DQ match? A match? Slam straight into the chair. He hit him with the chair. What the? I just hit him with the chair, but it's referee's discretion? That's a referee discretion movement? Are you serious? Chair! Oh, he missed. Chair! Nope, he grabbed it. Slam into the chair! And another ass moment into the chair. And a spear! He's got the whole damn WWE universe eaten out of the palm of his hand, I guess, in terms of anger levels. And now Jericho just gets to kick him in the face. What the hell? The Undertaker's here! And he picks him up and he puts him down! What is the Undertaker doing here? Is he trying to interfere in the business of Jericho? Jericho has just found himself in massive trouble. DDT by Undertaker. And now picking him up by the throat. Just like he would any other specimen. Taker trying to go for a hip breaker and a slam into the face. Punched straight to the midsection, slamming him down. Big Show isn't just gonna let him go that easy. Taker could just leave, but instead he chooses not to. And now a knee to the back and just flinging him across the ring. Halfway across the ring, I should say. And a flip over. Taker is here. Now he's out. He's done his damage. Now he's gone. Wait a minute. Jericho, powerbomb, rolling him up. The ref isn't paying attention. And a kick out by the Big Show, but it was almost 1-1. Jericho going to the top rope. And he is a bitch. But wait, Jericho said face first into the chair and gets bulldog for his efforts. The Big Show has actually got something new here. He's picking up the bell. And a bell shot, and that is Chris Jericho busted wide open, but Big Show doesn't care for cinematic camera angles. Jericho does, and wait, bell shot, and there it goes. Big Show's got an injury that he's got to treat because that's a thing in this game for some fucking reason, and it's the first time we've actually gotten to see it in full. Spear! And now the fans are actually chanting, let's go Jericho. I think only because they actually want to see him suffer, but Big Show goes for another rope break pin. I think at this point he's just trying to brutalize him for fucking free, and it might just be working. He is just slamming him with the bell, and it's making the bleeding worse. There's blood on his hands and all over the damn floor. Spear! He's not giving up. He's not letting him go. He's going to get that second fall whether you like it or not. Blood all over. Big Show gets the W for the second time tonight. Now Big Show taking a leave here. Only one way to get counted out in this entire match. There's no disqualifications inside of a ring such as this one. There is only countouts. Wait a minute. Choke slam. Choke slam on the steel. Wait a minute. Choke slam again, but Jericho, nope. Not gonna happen. Not in a million years. Now Jericho just getting inside the ring, but I think this man has a B plan. He's just gonna stay outside of the ring. Wait, he reset it the count. Wait, just a damn minute. Choke slam through the table. He's not done. Steps. Crushing Jericho with the steps. It's just brutal. Is it hard to watch? No, because it's Chris Jericho getting his comeuppance. But it is just admittedly brutal. I think he's actually got a massive plan, but the ref could ruin all of that just by being a fucking jackass. Wait, roll up by Chris Jericho. 1, 2, roll the other way. I didn't even know Big Show could do that. Wait, rolls the other way. And he gets the fall. Somehow, Jericho got a fall in this match. If he can get another one in the next 2 minutes, we may see the biggest draw in wrestling history. And it was all because the Big Show refused to not do rope break pins to brutalize the man. You can just hear the bell on the floor. Big Show's like dragging it across the ring at this point. I'm not even certain at this point that this is like good for anybody. It is fun to watch exclusively. Another roll up. But Big Show ain't playing around. Big Show will not lose to the likes of Chris Jericho. Not after what he did to him. And wait, the ref's putting it on position. Oh my God! What a fall. Wait a minute, again! Choke slam on the stairs, but Jericho is still fighting. How is he still going after all this? The grit, the determination to beat him. He's got 40 seconds left on the clock, and they may go to waste if he doesn't do something other than get headbutted in the back of the head. There's probably blood in his hair now. We got 2 minutes left to go. We got 30 seconds left to go, sorry. And this could be a W for the Big Show. But Big Show, I think at this point, trying to solidify his lead. There's 15 seconds left on the clock. And we may just see the ref count the third fall in Big Show's favor. And with an amount of time left considered to be impossible to make a comeback, Big Show wins. Big Show has defeated Chris Jericho 3-1. Damn. At this point, my voice is fucking going out. Oh my God. But that's it. The Big Show has defeated Chris Jericho, even with The Undertaker being on Jericho's side for some reason. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.